Hi, this is Claire Hedinger talking about my Assignment 5 election audio and photo slideshow assignment. For this assignment, I decided to talk to three different students, one before the election, one the day of, and then one following the results, um, which turned out to be really an interesting endeavor, especially with what ended up happening with the Donald Trump victory and the upset over Hillary Clinton, especially here on the University of Illinois campus, where a lot of people were in favor of Hillary and really believed that she was going to win. So, yeah, so that was a fun endeavor that I decided to do. When I started off, the way it ended up was very different than how I envisioned it happening, but I think that the final result still tells a good story of surprise and change for these students, a lot of them who are experiencing their first presidential election. So I really enjoyed talking to a diverse group of people to get their different viewpoints. I try not to politicize the sources so much as to just ask them, after such a divisive election, how do we get the country to get along again? And how those answers might vary before, after, and during the election. So I really didn't ask them who they were voting for. Some of them told me, but I didn't include it in my essay because to me that wasn't the point that I was trying to get. Um, it was interesting to try and get photos to go along with the audio. Getting enough photos I felt like was a challenge to have different photos that you didn't seem like, oh, I looked at this already 3 times. I looked at this Trump sign, I looked at this Hillary sign already. So I really tried to, go to different events on campus. I went to one rally the night after the election that was an anti-Trump rally, and then another one during the day on the quad, which was like a solidarity event to try and get people to, feel back together. So that really helped, and I think it was good for my project the way it ended up because people were upset, and so they were out in public um, reacting to the election. So I was able to, go and get photos of that. Um, I really enjoyed being able to cover a national news story and making it local for us. It really makes it feel like, yeah, the president goes and lives in Washington, but we really are a part of this too, and this really does affect the day-to-day life on campus, especially when people are so riled up about it before, during, and after the results come in the election in general. So I really enjoyed that point. I thought it was kind of difficult to choose what aspects should go in the story. I had a lot of audio that I could have used that I didn't end up using. It seemed like there was, 3 or 4 completely different stories that I could tell from these people, and the one I chose was just, as I mentioned, the how do we put this nation back together after such a divisive election. Um, a couple things I think I could have done better. Um, I would have liked to have more engaging photos of Donald Trump supporters, I think, but they were hard to find and were not really out and about on the university campus. It was actually really difficult to even find a Donald Trump sign in Champaign-Urbana, and I actually had to go to my hometown to get a couple, which is all the ones shown in the video are from my hometown, Monticello, Illinois. The big one with lights and yeah, it was lit up at night, and thought that would have been really cool to be able to show that, but I just couldn't get the lighting right with the camera and to be able to show the lights at night and the sign all lit up. But I think overall it was a really good endeavor, and I really enjoyed covering this story. Um, yeah, I think that, maybe getting people to say more specifically um, how they think the nation could have got back together would be good too. And just trying to make sure that all the photos help tell the story and aren't overdone. I kind of struggled with how long you should look at each photo, so I didn't know if it's better to look at them long or short. So there's kind of a varying level. I pretty much just did it like whenever I was tired looking at it. I just added a new one. So I really didn't know if I had too many or enough photos. So that was something that I think I will, continue to work on and continue to try and figure out. But yeah, overall, I think the project went really well, and I'm excited to have done it.